And welcome back to Attorneys on Call. We're talking about workers' compensation. It's a very detailed issue, and Ben shared with us his 5 traps for what can really stall your workers' compensation claim. But something that a lot of people want to know, what are those hidden claims when it comes to a workers' compensation claim?
Right, and we've been talking about that sneaky insurance company and that adjuster. One of the things they're not going to do, Drew, is they're not going to tell you about more claims or more money than they have to pay you. They're not obligated to do that. They're not obligated to tell you what you're entitled to.
Okay.
They're just obligated to work for themselves and trying to figure out a best way to get you back, either back to work or to pay for your medical treatment. So one of the hidden claims that we see a lot of that the insurance company never tells anybody is mileage. So if you have to drive more than 20 miles to your doctor's appointment from your home, that insurance company owes you mileage at the standard reimbursement rate, and they're not going to tell you that.
Right.
We've got free forms. If you want to call us, we'll send you the mileage forms. You can go on the Industrial Commission's website and get those mileage forms. But just remember, if you're having to, because a lot of times these insurance companies will try to send you to a doctor in Winston-Salem and you live in Raleigh, or they found these doctors that they liked and try to suggest that they should return to work sooner than they could. And they need at least to pay you the mileage for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
While they're doing that. So another hidden claim that we see a lot of is a 10% payment penalty. Okay, so if there's a safety violation, and to give you an example, we had a case where our client wasn't given the right type of fall equipment. He fell, and that was an OSHA violation. Well, in that type of situation, the insurance company has to increase what they pay per week by 10%.
By 10%.
So it's a 10% penalty when there's a safety violation, and you can bet, Drew, that insurance company is not going to bring that up and tell you about it.
Right.
Okay. A third common hidden claim in workers' comp that we see a lot of, where that sneaky insurance company is not going to tell you about, is payment for that week while you've been waiting after you get hurt. All right?
Okay.
So in workers' comp, remember we talked about the 2 buckets. We have the medical and the wages. So in order to get the wages, you've got to be out of work for 7 days in a row, okay? So you go out of work for 7 days in a row, you're not paid for that week. All right, now, here's the catch. If you're out of work for more than 30 days, okay, let's say 3 months,
okay,
that insurance company owes you that week that you were out waiting. Okay, and a lot of people think, well, that's a lost week because they got to go through this waiting period.
Right.
But not if you're out of work for longer than 30 days in a row.
Okay.
That insurance company, the sneaky insurance company, won't tell you that.
Okay.
Okay. So that's another hidden claim. But all this means is that it's always worth a free phone call to a lawyer to find out, hey, do I have any hidden claims? Are they paying me right? Some of the things that we've run out of time to talk about is how they pay you. You know, if you get a raise, Drew, a week before you get hurt, you're only going to get paid from what you were paid before that.
Really?
So there's more to it. I would encourage folks to call us, reach out to us, and we can talk about your specific claim.
And of course, as you said, your brother is board certified in workers' compensation claims.
Right.
And he has a DVD that he can order, which is free.
That's free.
You can order that online. You can call the 800 number. You can go to whitleylawfirm.com. You can also email your questions to the attorneys about what to do with my workers' compensation claim. Whitney, typically, what are the types of questions that you get from folks that are concerned that they might have a claim?
One of the things that folks oftentimes will call after you're hurt, sometimes
Just
you're
have
mad.
about 45 seconds.
Okay, great. Sometimes people will call and say, I want paid for pain and suffering. That's not a part of the workers' compensation world. It's important to distinguish. Workers' comp is very formulaic and based on the wages and the medical, but you're dealing oftentimes here with folks who really are depending on the paychecks. Their families are depending on that work, and if you're not taking care of it, you can really be in a tough position.
It's been a great program today. I think we all learned a lot about workers' compensation, especially those 5 traps that can trip you up and those hidden claims as well. Call the 800 number on your screen. Go to whitleylawfirm.com. It's free. You'll get great information. It's the place to start. Thanks so much for watching Attorneys on Call. We'll see you next time.